Hey guys, welcome to week 33. Sorry this video is a little late. We just got home from Virginia on Sunday. Well, actually, it was really kind of Monday. We didn't get home until like 1 o'clock in the morning, Monday morning. But we left Virginia around 9 o'clock at night. So yeah. So we left a lot later than we really originally planned. But Denver's grandmother really said she really wanted to see him one last time. So we just went and visited her. Well, first we went to church with Denver's dad, and because that was his dad's first time going to church since his surgery. So they wanted him, and it's his first time at his hometown church since his deployment. So he really wanted to go. And then we had to go run to my mom's house and get a free dresser for Braden's room, since the only dresser we really had was the one that matched all the stuff in the nursery. It matched the crib and the changing table, same espresso wood. So we needed a new dresser for him. So we got one for free from my mom because she said she had one from when I was little that she was no longer using. It was just sitting up in the attic. So we got that. And then we went to go see Meemaw, and by that time it was like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So we were like, might as well stay for dinner and spend time with her, since he really didn't get to spend much time with her. And while he was deployed, his pawpaw, Meemaw's husband, passed away, and so he really wanted to spend a little extra time with her, because his pawpaw was his hero. He's the reason he joined the Marine Corps, and he's just he's the one that Denver kind of follows his footsteps. So we spent time with her, and that was really nice. Anyway, Monday, after we got home, I had my appointment at 8:30, so I didn't really get to sleep very much. But my appointment did not go as I really wanted to. Everything's technically okay. Sorry, I'm a little tongue-tied today. My blood pressure was fine. I did have a dizzy spell in the waiting room. I got really dizzy and lightheaded. So they checked my blood sugar and iron again, and that was still all fine. They did a urinalysis, and they said everything came back fine. They did check my weight, and they said I gained a lot more than I really should have. They said I gained close to 10 pounds in 2 weeks, which is crazy. Thank God I'm not going to Virginia anymore after this, because they feed me way too much up there. So I'm really trying to slow down my intake now that I'm home. So now my weight gain's a total of 20 pounds, because I started at 140 and I'm at 160 now, which still is not horrible, but it's more like the fact that I gained 10 pounds in 2 weeks wasn't that great. Anyway, then I saw her. The heartbeat for Kaylee was 145, which is a little lower than normal. Normally she's in the 150, like the low 150s, but it's still in the normal range, so my doctor was not worried at all. And my fundal height is right on target. But I had her check and feel if she could, tell if Kaylee was head down or breech. And she confirmed that Kaylee is in fact breech still. So she scheduled me for my next appointment in 2 weeks. I will have an ultrasound to see what exactly her position is, and if she's still breech, then they'll talk about, I forgot what it's technically called, but when they try to flip her externally from the outside, they'll try to flip her. I've heard some good and bad things about this. I've heard that there's a few risks, and I've heard it's painful, but I don't know. The doctor's already starting to talk C-section, and that is just completely the opposite of what I wanted my birth plan to be. I really wanted to go all natural. I had an epidural with my son, and I'm totally pro epidural. I really am, but for me, It didn't work. They messed it up 4 times. I had them sticking that needle in my back 4 times, which was traumatic in itself because it started hurting really bad, and they kept hitting a nerve. And I'm still having back problems because of it. And then it didn't even work. So, I felt everything. I felt every contraction. I felt the ring of fire. It was painful. So I feel like I might as well just go all natural this time if I can. Still keep the option of epidural available, but I feel like I can do it, and I really would like to do this for myself and for Kaylee. I think it would be a huge accomplishment for me. So that's just something I really wanted to do. But now they're talking C-section, and which is really scary because I've never had surgery, not even a little, nothing. I've always been really healthy. I've never gotten hurt bad enough to where I've even needed stitches. Well, I needed stitches after I gave birth to my son because I tore. But that's really it. That's the extent of my hospital stitching and needles and stuff like that. So the idea of having my first surgery and it being when I'm awake is terrifying. And then I really want to breastfeed, and I really wanted to breastfeed right away, within the first 30 minutes. And I don't know how well that would work when having a C-section. So everything's just kind of up in the air. And I know she still has a little bit of time to flip. At least I know that. But my doctor was very supportive of that. She was like, well, we'll see in 2 weeks, and if she's not flipped, then that's most likely where she's going to stay. But I've heard about babies flipping moments before birth. So I don't know. I'm doing everything I can to get her to flip. I'm doing the pelvic tilts. I'm crawling around on my hands and knees. I'm doing the music and the flashlight trick. I'm sleeping on the side that her head is at right now, which is currently my right side, according to my doctor. Yeah, I'm really trying everything I possibly can. I really want to do the pool, go to the pool and do a headstand in the pool. I really want to try that, but none of the pools are open. It's still a little too early in the season. So we'll see. Anyway, symptoms are really the same. Heartburn is off the chain every day. I'm living off Tums. And I had forgotten to mention it to my doctor, so I didn't get medicine. See, pelvic pain is horrible. Getting into jeans or changing into my pajamas is pure agony. It hurts so bad. It feels like my hips are ripping apart, and there's nothing my doctor can do about it. Yeah. And see what else. I'm still leaking a little bit of colostrum, but it's still not leaking. It's just a little bit of a bead here and there, a bead of colostrum here and there. So it's really nothing. Out of breath, breathing harder than normal. Trying to think. My skin is horrible right now. It's horribly dry and breaking out right now. And my libido is none. My poor husband. I just am not ever in the mood, and that thought of having sexual intercourse is just the furthest thing from my mind. And it's kind of is repulsive actually to me, especially with my hip pain. I'm just I'm no, thank you. So I feel really bad for my husband. But I'm just so uncomfortable. I'm really, really uncomfortable now. And now I think I know why. I think it's because her butt's in there spreading my hips instead of a head. Butts and feet are much wider than heads. So yeah. Trying to think. No new cravings. I have been really bad about my caffeine intake. I've been drinking Coke a little bit more than I should have. It's really only have like two, like before this last week I only had like maybe one can a day. Now I'm having maybe 2 or 3, so I really need to cut back. It's just that's really my only new craving. I just want to drink Coke really bad. Like, that's it. But yeah, I think that's it. Nothing else really to report. My appointment is on the 17th, and my husband goes back to work from his post-deployment leave on Wednesday the 11th. We have church on Sunday for Easter, so I hope everybody has a fantastic Easter or Passover or whatever you celebrate. We have Brain's Easter basket that I just got together. We're doing basically 100% sugar-free Easter basket. I mean, he's got some, I never give him fruit snack, so I got him some sugar-free fruit snacks. Then everything else is just like toys, books, movies, and he got a bunch of new Hot Wheels cars, and that's what I stuck in the eggs, Hot Wheels cars, and the fruit snacks. Because he really doesn't need the sugar. His diet really isn't that great with his allergies anyway, so the least amount of non-nutritional stuff that he has, the better. And I do want to do a video on his allergies, because I've had a few people message me, because I've mentioned it in a couple videos way back when, but I really haven't gone into detail about it. So I'm going to do that, and I do need to do my diaper stash video and nursery tour once I get all her, because we got a lot of new clothes for Kaylee, so once I get her clothes washed and sorted, I'll do that. And yeah, so let me show you my 33-week belly, and that'll be it until next week. All right. As I gained a little bit more weight than I really should have. Alright, now the way the doctor felt, she felt Kaylee's butt really right here, which I think I can feel. And then Kaylee's head is up here. So like her, I don't know how it really, I guess she's like across and then her feet are tucked in here, because I feel her kicking in here a lot. So I don't know. Hopefully the ultrasound will be able to show a little bit more. Side view. Side view. Okay. So that's it for now, and I'll talk to you guys for week 34. Bye.